श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः गुणत्रयविभागयोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच परं भूयः प्रवक्ष्यामि ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम् यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे परां सिद्धिमितो गताः। Chapter 14 of Shrimad Bhagawadgita, Shloka 1, Padavibhajana. Param bhuyah pravakshyami jnananam jnanam uttamam yat jnatva, that is yaj jnatva, munayah sarve param siddhim itaha gataha. Shri Bhagavan said, I shall expound once more the supreme knowledge, the best of all knowledge, acquiring which all sages have attained highest perfection, being liberated from this mundane existence. Shloka 2. Idam jnanamupashritya mama sadharmyamagataha sarge pinopajayante pralayena vyathanti cha. So in this, sarge api na upajayante. Shloka 2. Those who by practicing this knowledge have entered into my being are not born again at the cosmic dawn, nor feel disturbed even during the cosmic dissolution, which is pralaya. Shloka 3. Mama yonirmahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham sambhava sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. Tataha bhavati, that is tato bhavati. Everything else is similar. My primordial nature, known as the great Brahma, is the womb of all creatures. In that womb, I place the seed of all life. The creation of all beings follows from that union of matter and spirit, O Arjuna. Shloka 4. सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्ममहद्योनिः अहं बीजः प्रदः पिता. महत् योनिः अहं बीजप्रदः पिता. That's the word split. Shloka 5. Of all embodied beings that appear in all the species of various kinds, Arjuna, Prakriti or the nature is the conceiving mother, while I am the seed giving father. Shloka 5. Sattvam rajastama iti gunah prakriti sambhavaha nibadhnanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. Meaning of Shloka 5 here is Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. These three gunas born of nature tie down the imperishable soul to the body, Arjuna. Shloka 6. Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat Prakashakamanāmayam Sukha Sangena Badhnati Jnana Sangena Chanagha. Chanagha is Cha Anagha. Every word is exactly as the padas are there in this. Of these, sattva being immaculate is illuminating and flawless, Arjuna. It binds through attachment and happiness and knowledge. Sukha sangena badhnati. Sattva. So the next few shlokas all explain various gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, and what are the results of each one of those gunas and how they are interlinked together. Right. So Shloka 7. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna sanga samudbhavam tannibadhnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. Tannibadhnati is tat nibadhnati. All other words are similar. O Arjuna, know the quality of rajas, which is the nature of passion, as born of desire and attachment. It binds the soul through the attachment to actions and their fruit. So for example, me doing this recording is also some part of rajas, right? So um, okay, shloka 8. तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत. Again, tannibadhnati is tat nibadhnati. Again, tamastvajnanajam is tamaha tu ajnanajam. Okay, shloka 8. See the meaning of shloka 8. This is talking about tamoguna, right? So, and tamas, the deluder of all those who look upon the body as its own self, as born of ignorance, it binds the soul through error, sleep, and sloth. Okay, Arjuna. Shloka 9. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati rajah karmani bharata ज्ञानमावृत्य तु तमः प्रमादे संजयत्युत. Sanjayati uta, that is sanjayatyuta. Shloka 9 meaning here is Sattva draws one to joy and rajas to action, while tamas, clouding wisdom, impels one to error, sleep, and sloth. Arjuna. Shloka 10. रजस्तमश्चाभिभूय सत्वं भवति भारत रजः सत्वं तमश्चैव तमः सत्वं रजस्तथा. रजः तमः च अभिभूय सत्वं भवति भारत रजः सत्वं तमः च एव तमः सत्वं रजः तथा. That's the word split, padavibhajana. Overpowering rajas and tamas, Arjuna, sattva prevails. Overpowering sattva and rajas, sattva and tamas, rajas prevails. And so overpowering sattva and rajas, tamas prevails. So when one of the gunas is prominent, that means the other two are residing. I think in general, like everybody has all three gunas in a given day, for example, or in a given lifetime. But some phases of a day, for example, we exhibit one guna versus the other, and some people exhibit more of one guna than the other. But I don't think there is anybody who has only one of the gunas. So, but it's the phase where each guna can be different. Okay, shloka 11. सर्वद्वारेषु देहेऽस्मिन् प्रकाश उपजायते ज्ञानं यदा तदा विद्यात् विवृद्धं सत्त्वमित्युत. Sattvam iti uta, that is sattvam ityuta. Okay, prakashaha upajayate. Everything else is very similar to the shloka, the padavivajana. Shloka 11, meaning of this is when the light and discernment dawn in this body as well as in the mind and senses, then one should know that sattva is predominant. Shloka 12. लोभः प्रवृत्तिरारम्भः कर्मणामशमस्पृहा रजस्येतानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे भरतर्षभ. So Shloka 12 meaning here is with the preponderance of Rajas Arjuna, greed and activity, undertaking of action with an interested motive, restlessness and a thirst for enjoyment make their appearance. Shloka 13. अप्रकाशो प्रवृत्तिश्च प्रमादो मोह एव च तमस्येतानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे कुरु नन्दन. अप्रकाशः अप्रवृत्तिः च प्रमादः मोहः एव च tamasi etani jayante viruddhe kurunandana. Shloka 13 meaning here is with the growth of tamas, Arjuna, obtuseness of the mind and senses, disinclination to perform one's obligatory duties, frivolity and stupor, all these appear. Shloka 14. यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु प्रलयं याति देहभृत् तदोत्तमविदां लोकान् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते. यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु प्रलयं याति देहभृत् तदा उत्तमविदां लोकान् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते. That's the shloka 14 padavibhajana. Let's see the meaning of this. When a man dies during the preponderance of sattva, he obtains the stainless ethereal worlds, that is heavens, etc., attained by men of noble deeds. Shloka 15. रजसि प्रलयं गत्वा कर्मसङ्गिषु जायते तथा प्रलीनस्तमसि मूढयोनिषु जायते. तथा प्रलीनस्तमसि is प्रलीनः tamasi. All other words are already split. Shloka 15. Dying when rajas predominates, he is born among those attached to action. Even so, the man who has expired during the preponderance of tamas is reborn in the species of deluded creatures such as insects and beasts, etc. Pasu Kitakadi, right? So that's the reference here. Shloka 16. कर्मणः सुकृतस्याहुः सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्. Rajasastu is rajasaha tu, again tamasaha phalam, right? So shloka 16 meaning here is the reward of a righteous act, they say, is satvika, that is faultless in the form of joy, wisdom and dispassion, etc. Sorrow is declared to be the fruit of rajasika act, and ignorance the fruit of the tamasika act. So from tamasika, ignorance is the result of it. Ajnanam. Shloka 18. ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः. Adho gachanti is adhaha gachanti. All other words are very similar to how we chanted. Shloka 18. Those who abide in the quality of sattva wend their way upwards, while those of rajasika disposition stay in the middle, and those of a tamasika temperament, enveloped as they are in the effects of tamo guna, sink down. Shloka 19. नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा द्रष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति. न अन्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा द्रष्टा अनुपश्यति गुणेभ्यः च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सः अधिगच्छति. So the meaning of shloka 19 is, when the discerning person sees no one as doer other than the three gunas and realizes me, the supreme spirit standing entirely beyond these gunas, he enters into my being. Shloka 20. गुणानेतानतीत्यत्रीन् देहि देहसमुद्भवान् जन्म मृत्युजरा दुःखैः विमुक्तोऽमृतमश्नुते. विमुक्तः अमृतम् अश्नुते. That is the word split there. Having transcended the aforesaid three gunas which have caused the body and freed from birth, death and old age and all kinds of sorrow, the embodied soul attains supreme bliss. Shloka 21. Arjuna uvacha कैर्लिङ्गैः स्त्रीन् गुणानेतान् अतीतो भवति प्रभो किमाचारः कथं चैतान् त्रीन् गुणानतिवर्तते. The word split for this is Kaihi lingaihi त्रीन् गुणान् एतान् अतीतः भवति प्रभो किमाचारः कथं च एतान् त्रीन् गुणान् अतिवर्तते. Shloka 21 meaning here is Arjuna said, what are the marks of him who has risen above the three gunas, and what is his conduct, and how, Lord, does he rise above the three gunas? Shri Krishna is giving answer here in Shloka 22. श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च मोहमेव च पाण्डव न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि न निवृत्तानि काङ्क्षति. प्रकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च मोहम् एव च पाण्डव न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि न निवृत्तानि काङ्क्षति. Very similar to the shloka. Shri Bhagwan said, Arjuna, he who abhors that illumination which is born of sattva, and activity which is born of rajas, and even stupor which is born of tamas, when prevalent, nor longs for them when they have ceased. So being always in the same state, right? Neither loving it greatly or hating it greatly. I think being in that constant equilibrium is what is recommended here. So Shloka 23. उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते. उदासीनवत् आसीनः गुणैः यः न विचाल्यते गुणाः वर्तन्ते इति एव यः अवतिष्ठति न इंगते. Shloka 23 meaning is, he who sitting like a witness is not disturbed by the gunas, and who knowing that the gunas alone move among the gunas remains established in identity with God and never falls off from that state. Shloka 24. समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरः तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः. Word split is exactly same as the padas, 4 padas in this. He who is ever established in the self takes pain and pleasure alike, regards a clod of earth, a stone, a piece of gold as equal in value, is samaloshtashma kanchanaha, right? So that is the one. Earth, treating earth, stone, and a piece of gold equal in value, is possessed of wisdom, accepts the pleasant as well as the unpleasant in the same spirit, and views censure and praise alike. Shloka 25. मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते. मानापमानयोः तुल्यः मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी गुणातीतः सः उच्यते. Shloka 25 meaning here is, he who is equipoised in honor or ignominy is alike towards a friend or an enemy, and has renounced the sense of doership in all undertakings, is said to have risen above the three gunas. Shloka 26. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. मां च यः अव्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सः गुणान् समतीत्य एतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते. Shloka 26 meaning here is, he too who constantly worships me through the yoga of exclusive devotion, transcending these three gunas, he becomes eligible for attaining Brahma. Last shloka of this chapter. ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् अमृतस्याव्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च. ब्रह्मणः हि प्रतिष्ठा अहम् अमृतस्य अव्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्य ऐकान्तिकस्य च. So the meaning of Shloka 27 is, for I am the substratum of the imperishable Brahma of immortality and the eternal Dharma and unending immutable bliss. ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे गुणत्रयविभागयोगो नाम चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः. Thus, in the Upanishad sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna ends the 14th chapter entitled The Yoga of Division of the Three Gunas, which is Gunatraya Vibhaga. March 24th, Tika Ke.